Alright, so we're going to do the usual warm-up that I always do. If you're unfamiliar with it, just remember that if you're watching this on the replay or the YouTube video, that you can go ahead and rewind and try it again. Or if you've seen some of my other videos, I break it down a little bit more in some of the earlier classes. So we'll go ahead and get started with our 3-song warm-up. Remember, this is an advanced beginner intermediate class. Welcome to Friday night. 5, 6, 7, 8. To the left. And force. And 2. 2 again. And 1. Double time. Dig heel, force left. 8 fast. Heel toe. Toe heel. Heel toe. Over the front. Shuffle, dig heel. Toe drops for 8. Heels. And 4s. And 2s. To the left. 4. And 2. Right foot double time. Left. Okay, next up, flaps and shuffles. Forward to the front, all the way around. Flap, heel, heel. And then some shuffles. 6, 7, 8. Next up is our paradiddles and shuffle toe heels, 7 in the stomp, remembering that the last one gets a step to transition us to the other side. And then we go ahead and do paradiddles, shuffle toe heels, reverse paradiddles that go dig, spank, heel, toe, and then shuffle heel ball. Right and left of all 4 of those. Ready? 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still not quite warm. My apartment's at 62 right now, so I'm a little chilly, but I think my toes are good enough. Yeah, make sure you hydrate, grab a quick drink of water while I attempt to get Cindy to not stand in front of me, and we'll jump right into tonight's combo. And we'll just play it by ear. I do have the music slowed down to 3 different tempos for us. The first time I taught this, I did slow it down, so I made sure that we're going to learn it at that slower tempo, and then we can gradually speed it up and see how it goes. And that was kind of my intent with maybe only teaching 2 or 3 of the sections, is to kind of work on speeding up some steps that aren't crazy hard, but see if we can get them going a little bit faster. All right, Cindy, do you want your chewy stick? Will you go lay down with it? You ready? Here you go. Yes, you good girl. Yep, go lay down. Ooh, that smells like peanut butter. She's gonna like that. But you have to lay down because you're in front of my feet. You need to lay down. Yes, I know. There we go. As long as she lays down, you can still see my feet. It's when she stands. It's the only open spot in the living room. Our living room is actually pretty tiny. I know it looks, because you only have the one frame, but really, like, just outside of the frame, over to this side is my desk. And then to this side, there's, like, a little bit of space, but then there's, like, a chair in the fish tank. And then the ottoman that's normally right here where I'm standing is shoved against the bookcase over here, and then Cindy's kennel's over here in this corner. She doesn't use it very much anymore since I'm home 24/7, but she still goes in there. Like if I take a nap on the couch or something, she'll go lay in her kennel and take a nap with the door open. Because she won't cuddle with me. You know, that's asking too much. She needs to nap by herself. Okay. I'm ready. Notebook. So, like I said, we're dancing to I'm Still Standing by Elton John. We're going to start at about 85% of the tempo. So just in case you notice that sounds a little off, one of the things I commonly like to do in my classes that I haven't been doing on these live streams is use harder steps or faster music, but start with them really nice and slow. And then kind of work to build up the speed once we're more comfortable with the steps. Unfortunately, the app that I use to do that is on my phone. So since I use my phone to live stream all of these and my laptop to play the music, I haven't been able to do that. So I had to download the music, adjust the speeds to like specific set speeds, and then save them on my laptop. Yeah, I could flip-flop the devices, but my laptop's pretty old and the camera on it isn't the greatest, so I stick with my phone. So we're going to start with my favorite step from Ray Hesselink. Absolute favorite. Love it. You'll notice that Jessica does a lot of variations on this step, but this, if I remember correctly, is the core step that Ray taught us. Don't quote me on that because I've taken a lot of classes with him, and a lot of classes with Jessica, and so eventually all the steps just meld in my mind. So you're going to want to start over to the left side of your board. This is going to move you all the way across the board, so you are going to have to take pretty small steps. I have modified the choreo a little bit so that we don't do 3 sets, we only do 2 sets. I thought we'd run off the edge of our boards. So you're going to start with a flap heel, heel, spank, heel, just like you're going into a Shirley Temple or a Broadway. Okay? From there, you're going to do a flap with that left foot, leaving the heel up, and then a spank heel with the right. And then you're going to go flap, heel, heel, just like you started, and then a spank step with the left to cut underneath you. You're going to repeat that twice through. So let's do that again. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go flap, heel, heel, spank, heel, flap, spank, heel, flap, heel, heel, spank, step. All of my heels are going down left, right. She finished that thing. Thought for sure it'd take her, I don't know, 5 minutes. Again, flap, heel, heel, spank, heel, flap, spank, heel, flap, heel, heel, spank, step. Then you do it a second time. So let's go 2 times through. As always, if you have questions, go ahead and type them, send them. Even if you figure it out after you've already typed it, it never hurts for me to go back over something again. And if you feel like you know what's going on and you're bored of my talking, go ahead and send me like thumbs ups and hearts and I can move on. So we have flap, heel, heel, spank, heel, flap, spank, heel, flap, heel, heel, spank, step, flap, heel, heel, spank, heel, flap, spank, heel, flap, heel, heel, spank, step. Again. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With this step, it's really important that you work on nice even flaps. So the technique exercise I was going to have you work on that I didn't think we had enough time for was going to be this shuffle flap exercise that's nice and even, where it goes shuffle, flap, shuffle, flap, shuffle, flap, flap, flap. Partly because it forces you to work on those even flaps that are really important for this combo and this step. And they're just something that we use frequently enough that they're worth practicing. Again, all the way through. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From there, you're going to do a Shirley Temple or a Broadway over to the right, so exactly what you want to do. And then a stay over, which means you just keep using that left heel first, even though the flap is with the left foot. So literally, all 4 of these steps, the Ray Hesselink step 2 times, the Shirley Temple, and the stay over, all the heels go left, right, no exceptions. So make sure you leave yourself enough room moving sideways to do that. Remember that you can always tap dance barefoot on your kitchen tile, on your carpet. You don't have to have tap shoes and a tap board to do tap dancing. In fact, I practiced this dance barefoot in the kitchen while David was making me grilled cheese for lunch today. So you don't have to pull out the board and the tap shoes. If you feel like you just want to have tons of space to practice this step, go for it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Fall lap, heel, heel, spank, heel, fall lap, spank, heel, fall lap, heel, heel, spank, step, fall lap, heel, heel. Shirley Temple. Stay over. Okay? From there, I'm just going to add on one more bit, and that's going to be the end of like step 1, except we repeat all of it to the left. So you're going to go scuffle, heel, fall, lap, heel, scuffle, heel, fall, lap, heel, scuffle, heel. And then you're going to repeat that step again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Let's run that from the beginning about that tempo, and then I'll play you your music, and you'll see that it's not that slow. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shirley Temple. New part. Scuffle, heel, fall, lap, heel, scuffle, heel, fall, lap, heel, scuffle, heel again. Okay, if you have any questions, fire them. I'm going to play the music at the 85% tempo so you can hear what we're working with. I believe we hold like 5 8 counts, maybe 3. I remember it being an odd number. This might be really loud, sorry. Not your tempo. Oh, I think it's even 4. Alright, let's try it a little bit faster. Here's about the tempo we're going for, so let's try it. 6, 7, 8, fall, heel, heel. Shirley Temple. Scuffle, heel, fall, lap, heel, scuffle, heel, fall, lap, heel, scuffle, heel, scuffle, heel, fall, lap, heel, scuffle, heel, fall, lap, heel, scuffle, heel. So it's pretty much just your straight eighth notes all the way through, but you start on the and 1 and 2 all the way through. You end on an 8, so it's and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you start that scuffle on 1. So that's kind of your only hold, is you hold an and going into the scuffle, heel, fall, lap, heel, scuffle, heel, fall, lap, heel, scuffle, heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, she's so cute. She's just rolling on her back with her paws up. Aren't you a good girl? Yes. Yes, you're a good girl. Yes, shaky, shaky. Okay, let's do it again. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shirley Temple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try it with the music, see what we get. If it's too fast, shout at me through some messages. If it's not too fast, thumbs up. Five, six, 7, 8. Again, I think this step, the best way to do it, learn it and practice it, is to just do it over and over and over again. It has some of those different weight changes that you're not just going to get right off the bat. If any of you have taken some of Jessica's classes the past couple of weeks, you know that tap isn't about just doing steps in the order that we always do them in, and she loves to just throw like a riff in the middle of this step, modified. That's what she was doing last night. So it's really good to just take a new step and then just repeat it over and over and over again. Some people are blessed with the fact that they can just pick up choreo instantly and know where the weight changes are, but for most of us, it's just do it over and over and over again. Even if it's just in your head thinking through, where is my weight going? When I take class, a lot of times you'll see me with my hands on my knees, intently staring at somebody's feet. And that's because I'm analyzing and thinking through, okay, their weight ended here, now they're stepping forward at the end of the step. Okay, that forward seems to be critical in order to get to the next step. If you know me at all, you know I'm working on my PhD in genetics, and so that hyper-analysis of things is just how I approach everything. So let's drill this a couple more times and see what we get. Five, six, 7, 8. Good, again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Two more times. And then we'll break down the left. So after you come out of that, you'll notice your left foot is up. You literally go all the way back to the left, doing exactly the same step. Good, let's go one more. Hi, everybody. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's break down that left side. Again, if you have questions, fire them at me. So, from the left, we just did scuffle heel. You're going to flap right away, because remember that's on and 1. So when you finish 7, 8, and 1, all of your heels are going to go right, left. Heel, heel, spank, heel. Flap, spank, heel. Flap, heel, heel, spank, step. And then you repeat that. Flap, heel, heel, spank, heel. Flap, spank, heel. Flap, heel, heel, spank, step. Then you go into the Shirley Temple. This switches the weight over. And then you have the stay over that keeps your weight over here on the left side. Then we go scuffle, heel, flap, heel, scuffle, heel, flap, heel, scuffle, heel 2 times. All right, let's do that left side again. Go start way over here on the right. 5, 6, 7, 8. flap, heel, heel, spank, heel, flap, spank, heel, flap, heel, heel, spank, flap, heel, heel, spank, heel, flap, spank, heel, flap, heel, heel, spank, flap, heel, heel, spank, heel, tip, heel, stay over here. Scuffle, heel, flap, heel, scuffle, heel, flap, heel, scuffle, heel, scuffle, heel, flap, heel, scuffle, heel, flap, heel, scuffle, heel. Let's run right and left a little slower like that before we add the music to really get that transition to the other side. I really struggled with flip-flopping the heels out of scuffle, heel, flap, heel, and getting back into the left side. That was tricky for me. So here we go, right and left. 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shirley Temple. Scuffle, heel, flap, heel, scuffle, heel, flap, heel, scuffle, heel, scuffle, heel, flap, heel, scuffle, heel, flap, heel, scuffle, flap, heel, heel. Okay. Whew, almost fell off my board there. I ate a lot of grilled cheese for lunch, but I didn't eat lunch until like 4:15. So there's like a lot of grilled cheese in my tummy right now. I'm feeling very sluggish from my grilled cheese. But it was really good. It had 3 types of cheese in it. It was awesome. Alright, again, same thing. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. How's everyone doing? Whew. All right, we're gonna go ahead and try it to the music at that 85% tempo. Yes, you do repeat that ending twice on the left. That was kind of my change to make this a little more space conscious, was instead of doing that intro part 3 times through, that we would do that ending part twice because it stayed in place a bit more. So I'm going to do that again so that I can do it right. One more time, that tempo, and then I'm actually going to have a speed up part 1 before I add on part 2. Part 2 is significantly easier than part 1. bit faster. This one's going to be 90%. Just a smidgen faster. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Swung that instead of making it straight. Let's do it again. I'm gonna see how I feel about just letting the swing go and seeing if it feels right more swingy or if I like it straight better. Here we go. As it gets faster, it's harder for me to keep that straight beat, but I'm not sure that I'm gonna like the swing. I'm going to leave that up to you. If you like the sound of that swung or if that feels more comfortable for you, by all means, go ahead. Obviously, you're dancing at home, so you do you. If you don't like the swung, then don't do the swung. But we're going to go ahead and do that same tempo. Let's go 2 more times, right and left. One more time, that tempo, and then we'll go ahead and add on part 2. What are you doing? She's just standing in the hallway staring at me. What are you doing? Alright, here we go. Last time for real. Not last time. I mean, last time through before I add on more. Unless you have questions, feel free to send them my way. You can't, nope, you cannot stand there. You can sit right there, though. That's a good spot, yeah. That's a good spot to sit. Okay, you stay. Five, six, 7, 8. So from there, this next step is also modified from some stuff I learned from Ray Hesseling. I'm pretty sure when I choreographed this, I had like just done a bunch of his choreo, and so I was really inspired. So you're going to do 2 paradiddles and then a 5-count riff. So you should have your right foot free because we went scuffle, heel, fall, left, heel, scuffle, heel, fall, left, heel, scuffle, heel. You're just going to go right into paradiddles, right and left. And they're on that nice 8th note rhythm, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and they're not crazy fast. 5-count riff with the right foot is going to move you slightly to the right, but try not to take it too far. back flat heel, so just spin toe heel. And then you're going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're making 16 sounds. There are no breaks. You can swing it if you want. Again, if you swing the first part, go ahead and swing the second part. If you're going straight, even rhythm, then go even. I'm probably doing a combination of both just based on where my feet happen to hit the floor when. So again, this goes paradiddle, paradiddle, 5 count riff, back flat heel. You do this 3 times. And then I think I'm gonna check before I tell you what you're doing. Scuffle, heel, shuffle, heel, toe, heel. Scuffle, heel, tip. And then you do the left side. So again, that break after you do the 3 times goes scuffle, heel, shuffle, heel, toe, heel, scuffle, heel, tip. So up to tempo, it'll be. So the scuffle, heel, tip has a little bit more space in it, just for some rhythmic interest. Cindy, move your butt. Scooch. Don't wag your tail at me, just scooch. Come on over here. There you go, good girl. So let's try that entire part a little slower. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 count riff, back flat heel, paradiddle, paradiddle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back flat heel. Third time. Scuffle, heel, shuffle, heel, toe, heel, scuffle, heel, tip, hold. Then you go onto the left. One more time on the right, and then I'll just reverse it onto the left. 5. Don't you pull the fluff out of that. Excuse me. Thank you. 5, 6, 7. Nope, now you're in front of my feet. Why you gotta be a nuisance here? There you go. Just threatened to take the skunk away from her. I love my dog. Cinderella Louise, you can't be on the tap board, thank you. 5, 6. She just wants to be involved so bad. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Scuffle, heel, shuffle, heel, toe, heel, scuffle, heel, tip, hold. All right, let's reverse that onto the left. 2 paradiddles, you got that. 5 count riff, back flat heel. Then repeat 2 more times. Now your left foot does the break. Scuffle, heel, shuffle, heel, toe, heel, scuffle, heel, tip. Okay? Let's try right and left together. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Scuffle, heel, shuffle, heel, toe, heel, scuffle, heel, tip to the left. Third time. How'd it go? All right, let's do it a little faster. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and right, with the music, let's go ahead and try just part 2 before we try and put part 1 on with it. Yeah, so this is on the chorus. I'm still standing. Excuse me. 7 and 8. Nope. What's wrong? Don't you pull the clip out and spit it at me. 5, 6, 7, 8. Digging the swung rhythm. I practiced it today with a nice even rhythm, and I'm liking the swung rhythm better. So I'm kind of going to hang out there for the rest of this. But again, it's your dance. You do what makes your heart feel happy. My dog clearly just wants to destroy the toy, and that's what's making her happy. So I'm just going to let her go with it. Same part. I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love and a simple way. And if you need to know what I'm still standing, you just fade away. You actually do that paradiddle part all the way to the right again. Yeah, definitely says right, left, right. So it's like a 3 and a break times a 3. Interesting. Well, this song is not our usual 4x4 phrasing, so there's not 4 8 counts in a phrase. So the first chorus is actually 6 8 counts, which is why we take 3 to go one way and 3 to go back. So makes sense. Apparently we do it 3 times, right, left, right. Let's go ahead and try that. This is why I write everything down. Did you think the stroke would never win? Look at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love and a simple way. And if you need to know what I'm still standing, you just fade away. 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to our next phrasing. So, if no one has any questions for me, we're going to go ahead and run, parts 1 and 2 this tempo together, and then we're going to speed it up. We do have a 95 and 100%, and I'm just going to leave it at that for today. Maybe we'll see what my time looks like this weekend, depending on filming for the Youth Academy, Online Academy stuff. But if I've got some free time, maybe I will just do a tutorial teaching this combo with like parts 3 and 4 and post it to like the YouTube or something. So not another live, but if you're interested in continuing the combo, I'll see if I can get that posted. See what my schedule looks like. Because, you know, it's quarantine and I still make my daily planner schedule every day. Okay, here we go. From the beginning, let's just briefly walk it so that we don't just throw ourselves in. So we're doing that play on the Broadway. Full lap, heel, heel, spank, heel, full lap, spank, heel, full lap, heel, heel, spank, stop, full lap, heel, heel, spank, heel, full lap, spank, heel, full lap, heel, heel, spank, stop. You do that twice. Surely tempo to get your weight over, then keep it here. Scuffle, heel, full lap, heel, scuffle, heel, full lap, heel, scuffle, heel, scuffle, heel, full lap, heel, scuffle, heel, full lap, heel, scuffle, heel. To the left. Broadway, surely tempo. Scuffle, heel, full lap, heel, scuffle, heel, full lap, heel, scuffle, heel. Then paradiddle, paradiddle. And then you guys got it from there. I feel like that second part's much easier than the first part. Yeah, so just keep in mind that the music, or the step changes right where the music goes from the verse to the chorus. So if you get lost in the middle of that chunk A, you can get right back on for part B. I will try to call it out, but we all know my counting while I'm dancing isn't always on point. So I make no promises. Five, six, seven, eight. That's kind of your sneak peek preview for the third part that I'll add on at some point in a video. I'll make sure I clearly label it what it is, so if you see it pop up, you're not like, this is random. All right, let's go ahead and do it one more time, that tempo, and then we'll jump up to 95 and see how it goes. Why is there fluff everywhere? Are you defluffing the skunk? Yeah, I got champions now. 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know what I was thinking of, but in the middle of that, I was just like, my brain went to the break, I think, and then I was like, 5 count riff. One more time for me. Sorry, guys. There's my mouse. Okay. to, what are we looking at? Let's take it up to 95% then. Here we go. We're going to try it. See what it is. Whew. There it is. Got it. Doesn't feel that much faster. This is why there's no 16th notes in it, just 8 notes. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. My shoes have never made the best tip noise, so I gotta work on angling my foot correctly so I can get... I guess they're not as bad as I think when the left one's not as good as the right. Huh. Anywho, do it one more time at 95 and then we'll speed it up to 100. Easier for you the more times you do it. I know I feel more comfortable with it than I did at first, and I've been practicing it all day. So just remember, not everything comes easily the first time. Sometimes we just have to plow through it. I use this step a lot. Jessica uses variations on this step. I haven't seen Janelle use it, but I know she knows it, so I wouldn't be surprised if she has used it or will use it in the future. So it should be something that you see coming back in just different variations. Again, it's just a way to get us out of always doing Shirley temples and stayovers. Because once you've mastered those, what's the next challenge? Doing something similar but not exactly the same. So let's go ahead and try it at 100% a couple of times through, and then I will let you get on with your evenings, and hope you guys have a good weekend. Here's your full tempo. It's fast. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to make one little plug at the end here, just reminding you that if you are taking our classes and you are interested in paying for them, if you go to our website, artisandancestudio.com, under our adult classes, we have payment options. We work through Mind Body Online, so you can go ahead and make an account, and there's some purchase options there for our virtual classes. We have $5, $10, and $12 classes, depending on what's in your price range. You can also opt to just buy any of the normal class passes, unlimited monthly, anything like that that applies to you, depending on what your budget is right now. We understand that that's not always in everyone's budget, and we want to keep you moving, we want to keep you dancing, and we want you coming back once we reopen, so please stay healthy and active so that we can have you back with us in the studio. But until then, we do appreciate your support in watching our videos and purchasing any passes that you are able to in order to watch those classes. So with that, let's do it one more time at full tempo. Here we go. So with that, I'm going to go take my shoes off, relax for the evening. Hope everyone has a great Friday night, a great weekend. Remember, tomorrow morning at 10:30 is a ballet class with Jessica. I think she said that one's more like an advanced beginner intermediate level. And then intermediate tap, just one level above this one, is tomorrow with Janelle at 1. So I hope to see you in a couple of those classes, and have a good weekend, everyone. Good night.